guys, I'm Jen Skafish. I'm Ione's mom. I'm a counselor. I have my background is mental health counseling and school counseling. And right now, I'm the temporary social worker at Cook's Corners. And I think I always knew I wanted to do something that would help people from a very early age. That's always what I said I wanted to do. I didn't know exactly what that would look like when I was younger, but I always knew I wanted to help people. So this was a sort of counseling I decided while I was in school at Purdue University that I wanted to go on and get my master's in counseling at some point. I went to Purdue down in Lafayette for my undergraduate, and then I did my master's up here at Purdue Calumet, and I have my master's in mental health counseling and school counseling. I've worked in a lot of different capacities. I've worked at Purdue Calumet in the counseling center. I ran an office at Valpo University, their alcohol and drug office, and I worked in their counseling center and their career counseling center. And then I've worked at a bunch of different schools in different capacities, some volunteer, some as an employee, and right now I am temporarily at Cook's Corners as the social worker. To be a social worker or a counselor in the schools, it does require a master's degree, so you have to get your undergraduate and then go back to school for, mine was a 2-year program. I would say there is no typical day in counseling. I never know what I'm going to get when I walk in the door in the morning, because every day is different, and it's all about meeting the students where they are and helping them to get through whatever they're going through, helping them find the resources that they need, helping the teachers help the students, and helping the students help themselves. But really, I would say there's no typical day. It's working with a lot of students and working with a lot of people in the district and in the schools and with the families at home, and but it's different every day. I would say special tools needed for this. Honestly, I mean, education is, you have to have a degree to do it, but compassion and open-mindedness and understanding and being a good listener, I think those are the most important skills in working with anyone in this regard, because there's a level of vulnerability that the students have when they come to me, and I have to kind of be open to where they are so I can help them with whatever they're going through. My favorite part of the job is working with the kids. I love when they come in. I'm at the elementary school right now, so just the different things that they come in and tell me, and they make my day every day. They say something funny, or they do something that just, I get such a kick out of it. And I also like helping them, and they come in with such a variety of issues that they need help with, and it's really rewarding to be able to help them through that. And they also love to play games, so a lot of times when I'm working with them, when I'm first meeting them and establishing rapport with them, we play a lot of games. So I get to play a lot of Candyland, which I love. Is there anything I don't like? It's really hard for me, and I do take home with me a lot of times when something is wrong that I can't quite help with, or something that's out of my control, out of the control of what we can do as a school, and having to connect kids to something outside of school, because I like to be able to to keep them working with me, but they also obviously have to go to class and be productive in school. So when it comes to something that maybe I can't do, that's probably the hardest part for me. And okay, is there something I still learn every day? Absolutely. And I think the biggest thing is just being open-minded and knowing that it's gonna be different, and I'm gonna learn something new every day, and being able to ask other social workers or teachers or the principals or someone else in the profession, or being able to do some research on the side, or just listening to the kids and what they tell me and learning from them. I think continuing education is part of the job, and that's something that every school counselor has to continue doing, learning from professionals and experts, but I think the most learning and the most continual education that I receive is just from working with different people and hearing their different experiences. And the average starting salary for a counselor, I think the school counselors in Indiana, because they're required to have a master's degree, I think the starting salary is about $40,000 a year. In the past, actually, when I don't mind sharing this at all. When I worked at Valpo University, I ran an office. I worked crazy hours. I was in charge of student groups. I was helping out in the counseling center too, and the starting salary there was like $26,000. So it's not as high paying as some other fields that require so much school, but it really is a rewarding field, and I really like it. So I hope you guys got something great out of this. I hope you have a great career day and have a good summer.